Welcome one and all to the Math Magic Show. Before I continue with today's lesson, please be sure to check out Kayla's video. It's linked down below. She's new to the channel. She's an experienced tutor and she is a math and economics graduate of Columbia University recently. And she really loves math as much as I do, and she's really good at explaining it. So please be sure to check out her video linked down below, okay? It's a video where she shows you how to use the power rule when you're differentiating. And she takes us from like a level 1 to a level 4 example to all kinds of levels of difficulty that you might encounter in a lot of classes. Having said that, let's go on to this material today, okay? So what we have here is log base 2 of x equals 4. So this is like a level 1, I would say, logarithmic equation. You can do this by applying this basic flow. So this is step 1, and then this is equal to this, step 2. Just follow the arrows. Convert to exponential form. So it becomes 2 to the 4th is equal to x. 2 to the 4th, of course, means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 16. So the answer here is 16. That's it. X is equal to 16. That's the answer. This is like a maybe level 2 question. It's a slight modification of the previous one. That's a good way to learn math. You go through levels like level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and try to do it very gradually so you don't get overwhelmed along the way. So when I do that here, again, following the same flow, it's going to be 2 to the 3rd is equal to x minus 1. Like that, following the arrows. So it's 2 to the 3rd is equal to x minus 1, and you go through that. So 2 to the 3rd is 8, x minus 1. You got to isolate x, so add 1 to both sides, like this. So that means this is 9 as the value of x, and the equation is solved, 9. Let's look at this one. Again, this is maybe like a level 3 question. Let's mark it as such, because here you don't just have x, you have x squared. So it's a little bit different already, see? All right. So let's take a look. What I mean is, you see here, we just had directly 2 to the 4th equals x. Here we had the exponentiation, but we also had this one more step. Now here, because this is x squared, we're going to have another step because of it. We can do it, though, in small stages. So 3 squared is equal to x squared, basically. You see, following that flow. So you're going to have 3 squared is equal to x squared, or if you like, it makes no difference. You can write, for example, x squared equals 3 squared. It means the same thing, not important. So this would be 9 is equal to x squared. This is a quadratic equation. When you solve those, you have to recall that you got to do a plus or minus. You're going to do basically plus or minus the root of 9 is equal to the root of x squared. And then here, let's see, this is plus or minus 3. And on that side, you're going to cancel this with this, and you're going to just end up with x. So there are 2 values of x that make this true. Specifically, let's just test for the sake of argument's sake, right? Let's test with the negative value. Why not? So it's going to be negative. Well, let's see. It says log base 3 of x squared. Does that equal to 2? Let's check it. So log base 3 of negative 3 quantity squared, right? We were checking, does this equal to positive 2? So above here, I have a question mark. Well, let's work through this. So this is log base 3 of positive 9, because negative 3 squared is 9. Does that equal to 2? Well, log base 3 of 9 means 3 raised to what value an exponent is 9. That is 2. In other words, 2 is equal to 2. Last time I checked, 2 and another 2 is, they're equal, right? So the negative 3 works. You can check with the positive 3. You will see it also works. Let's look at the last one. So we'll call this like a level 4 question, because it's got a couple different operations in it. So what's the same between this one relative to all of the other ones? Same thing. So you're going to exponentiate and then set equal to this. Follow the flow of the arrows. So we're going to have 3 squared is equal to x squared minus 1. Then you exponentiate. So 9 is equal to x squared minus 1. Now we got to move that 1 to the left side. So you're going to do plus 1 and plus 1. Tally down, so 10 is equal to x squared. And as before, now you need to take the square root, right? So it's going to be plus or minus the square root of 10 is equal to the square root of x squared, like this. Then you're going to cancel this and cancel this. And you're going to have the following. Let me pop out a bit more chalk. So there are 2 values of x, like x equals positive root 10, and x equals negative root 10 this way. Those are our 2 values. Let's just check for the sake of example with one of these values. So let's see here. Chalk flew out of my hand just now. All right, let's check. So let's use the negative root 10. So I'm going to have checking log base 3 of negative root 10 squared minus 1. Does this equal to positive 2? That's what we want to know. So slowly here, this is log base 3. And now the 2 here, it gets rid of the negative and it gets rid of the square root, leaving only 10 minus 1. Is this equal to positive 2? Well, check. Log base 3 of 9, right? Does this equal to positive 2? We already have the answer to this one, though, don't we? Look, right? It's the same as this step. So this is saying on the left side here, 3 raised to what value an exponent is 9. That's equal to 2. So 2 equals 2 is true, no problem, see? That's all of these. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, please subscribe, leave some comments down below. If you're struggling with math, the best way to learn it, as far as I can tell after a lot of years of learning it and teaching it, is try to work like a level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5 example in that sequence. Because if you just try to jump to like the highest level possible, you don't have the foundation to go through the simpler levels with confidence, you see? And again, as a gentle reminder, please be sure to check out Kayla's video linked down below. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.